Hey everyone, it's Dr. Truesdale. So we're back at you. Today we are going to do some truth telling. I'm a Beverly Hills facial plastic surgeon, and so art and beauty are my job, literally. And there's a phrase that's been going around, and it says, 50 is the new 30. We're gonna see if that is true and what my thoughts are on people being older and looking and living younger lives. Okay, so 50 is the new 30. I'm gonna tell you why that's more true now than ever. And it has to do with mentality, with mindset, and also their aesthetics. People look younger. Your 30-year-old 50 years ago does not look like the 30-year-old today. And people are starting to understand that plastic surgery can unlock youthfulness. Now let's dive in. When people say 50 is the new 30, that's because 50-year-olds today are doing things that historically people thought 30-year-olds were all about, right? They're raising children, they're raising grandchildren, they're starting new careers, they're jumping into new businesses. They are living their best lives. And because our society, one, we're living a little bit longer and we understand health a little bit better. People who were historically in their 30s, just finding themselves, branching out, taking risks. Now people older are doing those same things. People in their 50s today are now empowered, they're energetic, and they are taking their lives in their own hands. Plastic surgery happens to be one part of that whole journey. So even though people historically thought that 50s, you were past your prime, you're fading, no. 50 is your prime, you can live your best life. As we age, right, as we get older, as we approach 50, the face changes. We all know this. You guys hear me talk about this all the time. There's jowling, there's sagging, the skin changes, loss of collagen. All of those things are true, but today, people understand that hydration, a good diet, exercise are all important facets. And those things are slowing down our aging process. People are using sunblock more. People are eating a little bit healthier lifestyles. And those things translate to looking younger. We understand more and more about science and more about health, and that translates to people looking better over time. So a 50-year-old back then does not look like a 50-year-old today, right? And I happen to be playing a small role in that. Plastic surgery is allowing people who historically look like they're 50 and 60 to look like they're 20 years younger. And I do that every day. Plastic surgery gives me the ability to let my patients drink and sip that fountain of youth. And a good, well-performed facelift, eyelid surgery, fat transfer really can complete that. So even though their bodies might be fit, right? It's really tough to make your face look as young as you feel on the inside. That's where plastic surgery, well-executed plastic surgery, can unlock the key. And so in a lot of ways, 50 is the new 30, right? Now that doesn't mean you're making the same mistakes as a 30-year-old, right? You still have that life experience. This is something where you're enhancing the amount of energy, vigor that you can get out of your life. And so if you feel young, if your body is doing well, you might as well look that same way. And that's where plastic surgery can assist things like lifestyle and mindset to becoming the most happy person you can be. So even though on your driver's license might say 50 years old, you might be able to tap into that youthfulness that you felt when you were 30. So yes, 50 is the new 30, and it's not about pretending that you're 30 years old. It's not about regression socially. It's about feeling the way that you felt when you were 30, right? You were making changes in your life. You were feeling great. You were out on the scene. You're loving the way you look, and that's what plastic surgery is all about, loving the way you look. So if you're interested in this concept, dive into more of my videos, or if you'd like me to assist you to look 20 years younger, reach out to my office. I'd love to see you.